Hello YouTubers, I'm Leo, also known as Wabbit. In this video I'm going to be showing you guys my melee tank demon hunter build. First off, in my primary left click mouse button click, I've gone with the grenade skill accompanied with the cluster grenades rune. This gives 200% weapon damage over 9 yards on the target enemy. On my right click, on with the Sentry with the Chain of Torment rune. So this is a crucial skill for my build, as when I lay my skill down, it's got a chain that goes from me to the Sentry. So when I do another one, it goes from this Sentry to that Sentry and also to me. So when I'm killing my enemies, what I want to do is I want to keep my enemies inside this chain. Alright, so that's what that does. So next off, in my action bar skills, I've gone with Vault, which is a crucial skill for most demon hunters in hardcore. For my rune, I've gone with the Trail of Cinders. This gives 300% weapon damage as fire on the ground over 3 seconds from wherever I vaulted from. And on my number 2 is the spike traps. So these are basically my hatred spenders. So what I do is I plot them on the ground, wait for an enemy to stand on them, and then they basically get electrocuted. So once they get electrocuted, which is what this rune is, a lightning rod, it bounces up to 3 enemies for 280% weapon damage. So all these damages, what I have over here, all adds up when you put them together. So on my number 3 skill button, gone with Chakram. This basically summons a cloud of chakrams around my player, and what it does is when I'm attacking enemies, basically attacks them when I'm not attacking, if you guys know what I mean. So it's a skill that attacks without you doing anything. Same with the Sentry, it's doing something but you're not actually doing anything at the same time. So that's my chakram. And then lastly, for my skills, I've gone with this companion over here, the boar, and what this guy gives me is life regeneration, which comes in handy in the higher torments, especially T2, 3, and haven't quite tried T4 yet on my own. I'm gonna see what it does. But yeah, so that's what this guy does. Oh yeah, and also he gives 20% more resistance to all my resist. Okay, so for my passive skills, gone with Grenadier. This gives 10% increased damage on my grenades and also 20% explosion size for the grenades. My second passive is the numbing traps. So any enemy that gets hit by my spike traps, grenades, and my Sentry has their damage reduced by 25% for 3 seconds. So this is a pretty awesome debuff for the higher difficulties. So this comes in handy, I think, quite a lot. And on my last passive, I've gone with custom engineering. So this is one of the most crucial passives in my build, as it gives my Sentry 3 sentries, and it also boosts my spike traps from 3 to 6, and it also puts my Sentry and my spike traps duration up 100%, so this is quite good. Alright. So those are the skills that I use for my Demon Hunter melee tank build. with my items, I'm just going to go through them fairly quickly. Got a Mempo, got this amulet over here. These braces are crafted. The compass rose, found this in 2.0, so most of these gears that I'm wearing right now was acquired in 2.0. And also this Hallowed Storm and Hallowed Defenders, had that through crafting. So what I have on my Demon Hunter, I've got a 2.172 mil toughness at 109,000 damage, and my armor's at 3,900. My resistance, the lowest one's at 837. And if you guys see in most of my gear, I've got, well, some of them, I've got stuff that reduces my cooldown, reduces all resource costs, and stuff like this. That reduces damages from elites by 15%. And these two belts, so this gives me 5% increased damage against elites. And then I've got 2 pieces of black thorns, that's another 10%. So all these numbers all adds up for you to give a decent amount of damage, and yeah, basically that's about it. Oh yeah, and also I've got 124,000 life, got 1,000 life on hit, just under 6,000 life per kill, and yeah, that's about it. 25% movement speed. So that's what I've got in my inventory. If you guys want to see or have a closer look at all my gear, I'm going to chuck a link in my description. Alright, now to my Paragon points. So I basically poured all my points into, where is it, dexterity and movement speed, just to get to the 25%. And my offense, I poured the majority of all my points into this cooldown reduction, just because I want to reduce the cooldown of Sentry. I should put it into some other things, but yeah, I'll get around to that later. And my defense is basically all gone into all resist, or resist all. 5 points onto life regeneration. I don't think that really does anything. Might have to reallocate that. Actually, this is what I've got in my defense. And my utility has gone almost onto life on hit, and I've got 2 on area damage. So yeah, this is my Demon Hunter tank melee build. If you guys like this, like my video, share it, comment on it, and yeah, go on to Diablo, give this build a go. And lastly, I'm gonna leave you guys with this video of me and my mate killing Diablo on T2. Enjoy!